Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good afternoon, and welcome to Game 1 of the Las Vegas Confetti Cup. Games being played in Las Vegas, Nevada. American First Center here in Henderson. Games later on will be over at City National Arena. Game today is versus the Arizona Hockey Union Knights, the AHU Knights Silver team. Game 2 will be this evening, 8:55 p.m. Pacific time, against the Capital Thunder. Tomorrow's game at 2 p.m. will be against the Junior Monsters out of Fresno. Gales in white. Cash Tritton in at center with Jennings and Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson. Jennings with a hit hard in center. He's back up. Knights want to play tough. Martin with a shot. Martin and Miller at the blue line. AHU comes away with the puck. Sends it up. Matt Miller is going to field that in the neutral zone. Chip it in. That's going to be an icing. Puck's going to come back into the Gales' defensive zone. Fresh legs on offense and defense. Schuberta, Dunnigan, Davis, Posner, and Baldy in on the blue line. Leave Kesh Creel and Kincaid are both out for the games this weekend. Gales win the faceoff. Davis goes in, is pushed along the puck. Gales come away with it. Davis flicks it up to Dunnigan, but picked off through the neutral zone. Flick back in. Davis comes away with it, but picked off. Baldy able to regroup and get it. Sends it back around to Posner. Chips it back and across to Baldy. Baldy looking for an exit. Sends it up in the air. Hits the skate. Davis able to come away with it, though. Davis goes wide. Shot. Schuberta there on the wing. Puck went loose. No one can feel that. Dunnigan shovels it back behind the goal line. Schuberta, Davis come off. Dunnigan still in. Hard hit by Marsh. O'Hara in now defense. Sends it, hits a player, and pucks into the Gales' defensive zone. Zapancic, Crochet, and Marsh in. Evan Davis steps up. He's able to poke check it. And Crochet will send it deep. Marsh is going to be the first one back. Couldn't get there. Almost picked it off. Puck comes back around. And the Silver Knights go on the offensive. Shot. Kelly sends it wide. Dylan Kelly in net for game 1. He'll send it up through the neutral zone. Crochet picks it off through the neutral zone. Couldn't field it, though. Couldn't hold on to it. And Silver Knights flick it up. Marsh trying to chip it across, but it's picked off. Zapancic steals it, though. Trying to chip it deep. Couldn't. Too many men on the ice. On not sure who. Looks like it's going to be on the Gales. I think this player got on the ice and fielded before his guy who's replacing could make it off. Tritton takes the face off with Martin and Miller. And Cash Johnson in as the other forward. Knights flick it around to the blue line, send it across the other side. Tritton putting pressure, sent in, chip, but wide. Miller working from along the outside, getting a stick in there, no one there. Martin racing to get there. Almost comes away with it. Puck back behind the goal line, sent back around the boards. Tritton in pursuit, working the corner. Sends it across. Shot. Kelly able to save. Martin clears. No icing. Cash Johnson in pursuit. He's able to get a stick on it. Try to pin him in. Dunnigan comes in with Baldy and Posner. Oh, that was a hit to the head, not called. Shot blocked by Baldy. Baldy's going to walk it up, playing 16U, so he will not be able to just dump it like he can back in the Ducks League. Baldy sends it across. Dunnigan couldn't get there. Hard hit on Baldy. Gonna take a break here. All right, looks like we are resuming play. Baldy getting checked out on the side. Davis, Dunnigan, O'Hara, and Evan Davis. Davis able to win it and sent it back. O'Hara couldn't field it, and Knights sent it deep. Davis goes in. The hard hit on the Knights player. Davis sends it. No icing. Dunnigan in pursuit. Gales back at full strength. Davis able to hold off. Shot over the top, over the shoulder, and almost made it in. Shiberta picks it up, dangles it through the center. Couldn't get there. Angles off. Sorry, puck bounces off O'Hara and back in the zone. Shiberta battling. He's got Jennings and Tritton. Tritton goes around the other side to try to pick it off, but he almost picks it up. Gale's playing much more aggressively since the hit on Baldy. O'Hara now brings it back around the goal line. Refs are not calling the head contact. It's twice now. O'Hara stepping up. O'Hara walks it through the center. He's going to bring it in himself, chips it deep, and Gales go for a change. Jennings in, almost picks it off. Knights pinch around. Martin gets a stick in there, and Kelly covers. Lars deflects the shot, and he's bringing it up himself. He's got Cash Johnson. Couldn't come away with this when he came across the blue line. Puck back to the neutral zone. Shot way over the net. Pucked out through the center. Shot. Kelly, the grab. All right. Marsh in at center. Sends it around the boards over to Swanson. Swanson gets pinched off. Couldn't get it up. Shot. Bounce goes wide. Back behind the goal line. Evan Davis pushes him off the puck. Posner now. Getting physical. Shot. Up and over the goal. Evan Davis is going to get the first. Chips up and into the neutral zone. Sapancic working. Puck back in. Shot. Goal. Knights. .8:17 remaining in the first period. All right, Shiberta, Dunnigan, and Davis in on offense. Miller and O'Hara on defense. Sorry. And offsides. Puck's gonna come on back to center ice. Try this again. Shiberta, Davis, Dunnigan on your forward set. O'Hara and Miller now on defense. Knights win the faceoff. Davis gets a stick on it, but sends it in. No icing. Miller sends it around the boards. Dunnigan trying to get there. Couldn't beat it. Miller comes away with it, trying to chip it out to the center. Dunnigan gets a hold of it. Miller chips it up in the air, and Shiberta checks it around, and they start working through the offensive zone. Sent back around for a defensive regroup. Davis almost picks it off. Puck back through the Gales' offensive zone. Gales will send it up in the neutral zone. Shiberta's going to come away with it. He's got Davis. Davis comes in on a loose puck, but covered by the goalie. Jennings, Tritton, and Johnson with Martin and Evan Davis. Knights bring it back behind their goal line. Chip it up along the glass. Still in play, comes in the neutral zone. Evan Davis has it, kicks it back to himself, chips it up, trying to hit the forward, but just out of reach. Boys tag up and go in pursuit. Lars Jennings trying to pick off the pass. Tritton comes away with it, tries to chip it up to Jennings. Evan Davis chips it back to the neutral zone and sent in. No icing. And Tritton's going to be the first one in. Puck sent along the boards. Posner able to hold it, but gets around him. Cash Johnson and Martin working down low. Martin there first, sends it back up to Johnson. Almost picked off. Johnson trying to send it over to Jennings. He's going to bring it up himself. Sends it deep, and the boys get back to work. Marsh now in. Marsh is able to get his leg in there, but Knights still come away with it. Shot. Kelly there to grab it. All right. Marsh, Crochet, and I believe Swanson. Swanson's in pursuit. Knights won the puck, but couldn't field it cleanly. Crochet almost picked it off. Miller has it, chips it up to the center. Marsh goes in, try to force the turnover. Players bring it back behind the goal line. There's an interference there, but no call. Shot, no goal. Posner sending up along the glass. Marsh trying to send it up. Couldn't get enough on it. Marsh brings it back around the goal line, sends it across to Swanson. Puck can't get it out of the zone. Knights come away with it. Shot deflected off the skate of Miller. Back behind the goal line. Posner working back behind the goal line. Knights still have it. Try sending it through, but picked off. Cleared. And that's going to be icing. Puck's going to come on back. It's like Shiberta, Dunnigan, Davis in with O'Hara and Evan Davis. Davis taking the face off in the Gales' defensive zone. Gales win it. Bring us back behind the goal line. Chipped it up. Just out of reach of Dunnigan. Shot hits Davis, goes wide. Davis goes back behind the goal line to regroup. Chips it back across the winger. Shot. Davis. Hit Davis. Davis taking another shot to the body. Chipped up and out and in the neutral zone. Evan Davis now in a race for the puck back in the defensive zone. Gets it first, trying to chip it up to Colin Davis. Colin Davis comes away with it. Tries getting it up to Dunnigan. Shiberta has it. He's going to bring it through the middle. Sends it back behind the goal line. Goes for a change. Martin able to deflect the puck wide. Puck comes back up. And the Knights send it back deep. Puck comes back up to Schiberta. Schiberta sends it over to Davis. Davis coming through. He's got Johnson. Davis sends it deep. Davis and Johnson both working back the hole line. Davis comes away with it. Sends it back out to the middle. Shot! Oh, shot by Jennings goes over the net. Martin sends it in. It's loose still clean. Cash Johnson working back behind the goal line. He's got Jennings. Puck goes behind Jennings. Tritton now in. Boys tag up. And puck through the neutral zone. And they're going to go ahead and call an icing. Icing on the Knights. Tritton, Jennings, and Johnson. Evan Davis and Posner. Tritton in for the faceoff. Ref wanting Jennings to back up a little bit. Tritton wins it to Jennings, and Posner sends it up. Jennings able to get there first, tries shoveling it up. The puck comes back out to Tritton. Tritton sends it across, couldn't hit Johnson. Johnson's still able to get it, though. A lot of interference going on. Posner sends it back deep to Jennings. Posner couldn't hold on to that one at the blue line. Tritton gets there first, sends it back up to Jennings. Jennings battling two guys. Puck gets deflected back out to Davis. Davis chips it up the neutral zone, up to Zupancic. Zupancic coming off last game against Fairmont with a shorthanded goal. All right. Crochet, Swanson, Zupancic, O'Hara, and Miller. Crochet going in for the faceoff in the Gales' defensive zone. Gales win the faceoff, sends it back to the blue line. O'Hara with a shot, but hit the legs, and Swanson tries sending it deep. Hits a player on the way out. O'Hara able to regroup, flicks it back out to Zupancic. The player missed it. Now it's 3-on-2. Sent across to Crochet, but deflected out by the goalie. Puck still back behind the goal line now. Puck sent around the boards. Silver Knights regroup, send it out to the center, just out of reach. And Miller and O'Hara get to work on the defensive side. Puck shot. Kelly gloved. Dropped it, but covered. Fresh forwards, fresh defensemen. We have Schiberta, Colin Davis, Dunnigan. I want to say Martin, and looks like Evan Davis is going to stay out there. Haven't seen Baldy return since the hit. Shot off the Gales player. Schiberta sends it across to Dunnigan. Dunnigan gets tripped, no call. Evan Davis able to field that the neutral zone and sends it deep on net. Not sure what the call was. The boys sent it, and we're going to tag up. It was also on net. It was on net. I don't know why they're bringing it back. Puck comes back out to Dunnigan. Dunnigan brings it through the neutral zone. He's by himself. Dunnigan sends it deep. Colin Davis now battling back behind the goal line. Puck comes out through the neutral zone. Sent across. Hits Davis in the feet. Davis is going to bring it up. Chips it up through. Hits a Knights player. Davis goes in for a change. Fresh legs coming on the ice. Puck's clean coming back behind the Gales goal line. Puck sent back around to Martin. Martin now might be bringing it up. Nope, he's going to send it across to Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson's got a clean breakaway. Tritton It's going in. Cash Johnson tries picking up that shot. He comes away with it. Loose out in front. Hard hit by Lars. Shot off the blade, the stick blade. And Knights goalie covers. Some odd officiating this afternoon here at America First Center, formerly known as Lifeguard. Jennings, Stritton, Johnson staying in. Posner and Miller in at the blue line. Stritton almost comes away with it. Goes back behind the goal line. Jennings getting to work. Jennings able to get there. But puck comes out. Posner, shot. Couldn't get enough on it, though. Jennings takes a little hit. Looks like Silver Knights will pick up another power play. They're going to go ahead and call hooking. All right. Evan Davis, Marsh, Martin, and Crochet. Marsh in for the faceoff. Off the skates of Marsh and goes wild. Goes wide, sorry. 4 seconds left. Shot goes wide of the net. And that's going to be it. 1:21 remaining in the penalty kill on Tritton for hooking. Penalties are a minute 30 in this tournament. All right, getting ready to kick off the second period here. 14-minute periods. Gale's going to start out with a penalty kill. 1:21 remaining in the penalty kill for a hooking call on Tritton. Shots on net currently 10-4 in favor of the AHU Knights. All right, looks like we'll be starting out where we left off. Marsh and Crochet in for your forwards. Miller and now Martin, actually. On defense, puck sent deep. Martin's going to get there first. Tries to send it around. Couldn't get enough on it. Crochet able to come away with it. Marsh now bringing it up through the zone. 1:05 remaining. Marsh gets a shot off. It's loose out in front. Goalie had a hard time fielding that one. Knight's going to bring it in, dangle around. Send it across the center, but picked up by Marsh. Marsh sends it back behind the goal line over to Miller. Miller's going to chip it up. And it's still in play. Crochet in pursuit, one-on-one. 38 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Dylan Kelly sends it wide off the shot. Puck still in play. Send it down deep in the Gale zone. Miller able to come away with some positioning on it. Hold along the boards. 14 seconds remaining. Knights come away with it. Shot, short side, puck loose. Unable to be cleared by Marsh. Crochet now. Puck sent down lead. Back to 5-on-5. Tritton comes out. Tritton, Martin working back behind the goal line. Tritton sends it around. Miller, or Marsh, sorry, both, kind of. Tritton sends up to Crochet. It's a long change. Some of the boys to go. Crochet. Shot. Hits pads, goes wide. Tritton sends it around. Now Johnson coming in. He's able to get there, but actually, Knight poke checked it around him. Evan Davis now. 1-on-1. Puck loose. Tritton able to field it. Puck back up to Lars, but picked off. Puck's loose. Kelly sends it over to Posner. Posner did work back behind the goal line. Davis comes in to support. Evan Davis, sorry. Tritton comes in now. Gets a little hit. Lars Jennings putting pressure. 5-on-5 play. Puck loose out in front. And Gale's able to clear it. Lars trying to get a chip in to Tritton, who lost his footing. Puck sent out through the center ice. No one there. Jennings has it. Looking for a pass. Ends up summing up the boards to Johnson. Johnson couldn't get enough on it. Tries to send it deep. Gets a shot. Goes wide. Colin Davis now comes in. Davis pokes it back behind the goal line. Puck coming back around to Cash Johnson. Shot. Davis in front. Davis trying to get a screen in off Johnson's shot. Puck sent back deep into the Gale zone. O'Hara working across. And goal was waved off. The goalie had covered. Referee confirming no goal. Davis in at center. Like Schuberta, Dunnigan, O'Hara, and I believe Martin. Knights win it. Send it across. Dunnigan's going to get there. Poke check it up. Sends it across, and Schuberta is going to working along there. Davis picks it off. Brings it across, back behind the goal line. Davis trying to get a chip in front into the crease. Sends it across. Almost landed by Schuberta. Davis with a hard hit along the boards. O'Hara chipping it up to Davis. Davis working back through. Davis dangles around. Player trying to hit him. Retaliation. And they're going to go ahead and say offsides. Have not seen Baldy return. Keep an eye out and let you know if we see anything here on the ice. Marsh in at center. Puck cleared. Looks like we have a power play for the Gales. Martin's going to bring it up. He's going to walk it through. Just poke checked off, though. Sent out. Marsh couldn't field it at the blue line. Chipped up. And we are not doing... Apparently you can clear the puck. Again, it's the old 16U or high school rules. Miller looks for a passing option, ships it out to Martin. Martin sends it across to Crochet, chips up and into the offensive zone. Stepancic coming in like a missile. Miller dangles, shot, loose in front. And some extra hits on Crochet. by the goalie. Fresh legs on the ice. Looks like we have Johnson, Tritton, and Jennings, Posner, and Evan Davis. 31 seconds remaining on the power play. Tritton in it for the faceoff. Gales win it, send it back to the Posner at the blue line. Posner tries sending it across, but chipped up by Davis now. Sends it deep. Lars Jennings able to hold on to it. Cash Johnson lifts stick to try to get some control of it. Puck sent back out to Posner. Posner has it. Posner looking for a passing option. Chips it back out to Tritton. Tritton to Jennings. Posner holds it at the blue line as they try getting it deep. Knights, though, coming back the other direction. Shot over the net. Looks like they're going to get Posner for a little tap of a cross check, and now the Gales are going to be down a player. All right. Like Schiberta and Colin Davis in for your forwards. Martin and Miller for defense on the penalty kill. Gales come away with it, and Schiberta chips it up, and it clears into the neutral zone. They send it across. O'Hara battling. Davis couldn't clear. Davis gets it and angles it out through the neutral zone. Schiberta puts some pressure in the offensive zone. Bring it in. Shot. Off the legs. Off the legs again. Schiberta able to get it clear through the neutral zone. No icing. 53 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Davis comes in to put pressure. High pass. And sent wide. Gloved in the offensive zone by the Knight player. Davis in to put some pressure back behind the goal line. He sent it wide. Picked off by Schiberta. Schiberta trying to get it to Davis. Davis now working through. Couldn't get there in time. Off the legs. Shot. Kelly sends it wide. Davis gets him separated from the puck, and they send it deep. No icing. Gales go for a change. Fresh legs for offense. O'Hara and Martin in on defense. And that's going to be an icing. 4 seconds remaining on the penalty kills. Gales shutting it down for the most part. Getting more shots on net. It's a pretty chippy goalie on the other side. The cross-check to Couchet. That was not called. Knights win the face-off. Chip it up. Back to 5-on-5. Posner comes in. Stepancic comes out to the place, and they're going to call offsides here. All right, Marsh, Couchet, and Stepancic. Marsh with a takedown off the face-off. Miller gets a poke check and sends it up. Couchet gets it, sends it deep. Marsh is going to get there first because Stepancic on the other side. Puck sent through the middle. 3-on-2. Couchet back checking. Martin going to get there first. They're going to go ahead and call icing. All right, Tritton, Lars, Jennings, and Cash Johnson with Martin and Miller at the blue line. Tritton in for the faceoff in the Gales' defensive zone, and the Knights come away with it, bring it back behind their own goal line, and send it back across the goal line. Jennings is there. Tritton gets it. A turnover, loose in front. AHU sends it wide. Miller's going to get there. Knights try sending it through the crease. Gale's covering. And Tritton working through the neutral zone. Ends up sending it out on net. Comes back around, back behind the goal. Johnson trying to get some separation from the player on the puck. Tritton comes in for support. Tritton pressed from behind. Jennings staying high. As the puck breaks out. Loose puck. Jennings, the hard hit along the boards. Puck comes back out to O'Hara. O'Hara looking for a breakup pass. Sends it up. Tritton couldn't get there in time. Jennings is able to get it. Back shot. Johnson chips it up, but that's going to be an icing. Puck's going to come on back to the Gales' defensive zone on an icing call. Bosner, Evan Davis, Swanson, Colin Davis, and Dunnigan. Davis taking the face off to the Gales' defensive zone. Gales come away with it. Dunnigan. Got Dunnigan, Swanson. Dunnigan goes wide, brings it in. It's a 2-on-1. Shot. Loose. Oh, went back behind the goal. Swanson sending it back up. Davis is there, trying to get it back over. Hit a player and bounced out. Bosner sends it around to Swanson. Swanson chips it out to Evan Davis. Evan Davis now on the rush. Sends it out to Dunnigan. Dunnigan brings it in. Gets a shot on net. Deflected wide. Davis comes off. Marsh comes on. Bosner chips it up. Dunnigan lifts a stick and steals it and sends it back deep. Marsh now in pursuit. Puck goes wide. Miller couldn't hold on to it. He got a 2-on-1 the other direction. Crochet back checking. Shot. Short side, up and over the net. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Touches the player. Couldn't field it. It's going to go pretty much all the way back with Swanson for the hard press. Marsh now trying to force a bad pass. Bouncing puck through neutral zone. And Miller's going to send it. Boys are going to tag up. And they're clear. Crochet back in. Spancic in now. Chipped out. Jennings now on the rush. He's got the speed. Dingles around. Couldn't get it, though. On a bad change. Miller now sends it back up to Jennings. Jennings puts it through the center to Tritton. Tritton just out of his reach. Spancic now getting it. Jennings couldn't hold it in. Miller's going to send it deep. Boys are going to tag up and get back right to it. Tritton's going to be the first one there. Boys are picking up more momentum after getting over the first period lulls. Miller shot. Gloved. New lineups coming up here. Martin, Evan Davis, Shiberta, Dunnigan, and Swanson. Puck comes loose to the neutral zone. Dunnigan trying to send it in. He gets it deep. Yes. Into the zone. Evan Davis able to get away with it. Puck sent out in the center. Shot. Covered by Kelly. Like we have Shiberta in at forward. Dunnigan, Swanson. Puck comes back out to the blue line. Swanson couldn't poke check it, but Shiberta's going to bring it in, chips it up to himself, but picked off Bouncing puck to the neutral zone. O'Hara chips it up, picked off the other direction. O'Hara pushes up, but couldn't get there. Posner able to field it. Trying to find some support. O'Hara back behind there with them. O'Hara comes away with it. Chips it up to Dunnigan. Dunnigan sends it across to Swanson. Swanson brings it in the zone. Schiberta has it now, dangling around Swanson. And the Knights come away with it. Knights send it deep and go for a change. O'Hara bringing it up himself. Poke checked off, though, and covered by Kelly. Marsh in at center. Got Martin, Couchet, Miller, and Zapantic. Martin trying to send it back to regroup. Marsh drops stick and stops a breakout. Stops his pass. Zapantic now through the neutral zone. Trying to get it deep. Had a player pressing him. Gale's able to keep it in the zone. Zapantic now dingles around. Couchet chips it up over. Marsh was getting a shot off. Gales come away with it, send it to Couchet. Couchet now battling, bring it through. Out to Marsh, just loose in front. Marsh got tangled up, couldn't get a shot off. 42 seconds remaining in the period. Tritton, Johnson, Jennings coming in. Gales win the face-off. Martin, shot. It's a stick or a skate, goes wide. 35 seconds remaining. Tritton brings it across, tries to get it in the center. No one there. Johnson back checking. Martin sends it up, and that will not be an icing. 17 seconds remaining. Jennings going to be the first one in there to try to force him out. Tritton now almost comes away with it. Miller sends it around the board to Jennings. Jennings trying to chip it out, couldn't get there. 1 second left. All right, getting ready to kick off the third period. Gales down 1-0. Second period, a much different look for the Gales. A lot more aggressive. Schiberta, Dunnigan Colin Davis in with O'Hara and Evan Davis at the blue line. And a very loud camera woman. Davis in for the face-off. 14 minutes remaining in the game. Gales win the face-off. Dunnigan's going to get there and chip it up. Couldn't get to Shiberta. It's going to go back deep. Evan Davis brings it in, chips it up. Shiberta able to get around. Sent across, no one there. Evan Davis with another shot, tipped by Dunnigan. Evan Davis couldn't field it. O'Hara now has it. Chipped up, but gloved. No one there. Puck back into the neutral zone. Evan Davis able to pick that off. Stuck in the neutral zone. Dunnigan going to get there, trying to dump it deep. And back deep in the Gale zone. Shiberta going to field that. Sent back around to Evan Davis. Evan Davis trying to get there in time. He wasn't expecting puck around the boards. Puck passed along the blue line. Shot on net, but wide. Davis kicks it. Couldn't get it. Now Evan Davis chips it up. It's going to be an icing. Fresh legs. Zapancic, Marsh, Crochet. Miller and Martin in a defense. Martin sends it around. Miller couldn't field that one. Loose through the zone, trying to get chipped up, and it makes its way into the neutral zone. Zapancic in pursuit. Chipped up through the neutral zone. Marsh trying to pick it up, but it comes back the other direction. Chipped around. Miller able to get a poke check in there. Puck sent back out to Zapancic. Zapancic's going to bring it in. Shot. Deflected up and over. Back behind the goal line. Still loose around. Kick back into the corner. Marsh going in there. Lifts the stick. Crochet goes in for a little hit. Zapancic now, the hard press, pushes him off the puck. Comes away with it. Sends it back around the boards. Boards needing to get on the other side here. Pinch it off. Crochet now pressing into the corner. Ref conveniently in the way. Puck comes back out through it as Johnson was coming in. Provide some relief. Line change coming up here. Jennings in. Tritton in. Martin's going to bring it up himself. Flips it back out to Johnson. Johnson's going to send it deep, and the boys get to work. Jennings is going to be the first one in there. O'Hara sends it back across. Loose in front. Lars Jennings. Shot. Wide. Puck back along the boards. Back out to the blue line. Posner trying to chip it back in, but couldn't get enough on it. Off Posner's legs. And puck sent deep into the Gale zone. O'Hara's going to be the first one there. Sent back out front. Tritton able to get it. Back behind the goal line. Puck sent back out to Jennings. Jennings is hit from behind. Knights have it. Across the faceoff dot. Shot wide of the net. Boys did a good job getting sticks in front of shots. O'Hara now. Puck gets chipped out. Tritton couldn't see where it was going. Knights bring it back across. Shot. Off the path of Kelly and wide. Gale's trying to get it clear, and that's going to be a penalty. It's like a roughing call. Not sure on who. Like Tritton heading to the box for the second penalty for the game. Roughing call. 10:30 remaining in the third period. Gale's going to penalty kill. Dunnigan, Colin Davis, Evan Davis, and I believe Martin. Davis wins it over to Dunnigan. Dunnigan brings it out himself. He's across, chips it over to himself. Dunnigan's going to get there. He wants a shorthanded. Knights end up bringing it around. Davis with some hook checks in to bring it across. Shot wide. Kelly covers short side. Good clear as the AHU Knights stick goes flying into the corner. Marsh, Trichet coming in for your forwards. Marsh in at center. Knights win it. Bring it across the blue line. Bring it to the side. Send it across the other point. Shot wide. Marsh gets a body. Sends it across the other side. Couldn't field the puck. Brings it back out to the blue line. Sends it back into the corner. Trichet almost gets a stick on that shot. Trichet gets a stick on it and sends it up and over the boards. Evan Davis pressing along the boards. Picked off by Trichet. That is twice now he's gotten a stick in there. Marsh sends a kid. Puck is loose. Marsh sends a kid almost all the way into the Gales bench with a hard hit. Johnson, Jennings coming in now. 23 seconds remaining on the kill. Miller, Posner on defense. Johnson in for the faceoff. 9:23 remaining, 22 seconds left. Gales come away with it. Gales trying to fight who's going to take it out. Gets sent across, and they couldn't field it. And that'll about do it. 13 seconds left in the penalty kill. Jennings working in the offensive zone. Bad pass. The Knights. Johnson's going to press up. Jennings comes away with it. Him and Johnson both working. Jennings sends it back deep, and we're back to 5-on-5. Tritton in now. Tritton forcing a pass back around the boards. Jennings almost picks it up. Miller working. Kelly sends it wide. Puck comes across. Jennings couldn't field it, and puck's going to come out to the neutral zone. Jennings almost comes away with it. Chipped across by Miller. That's going to be an icing. Gilberta, Colin Davis, Dunnigan coming in with O'Hara and Martin. 8:22 remaining in the third period. Davis in for the faceoff. Shots on net 20-12 favor of the Knights. Knights win the faceoff. Bring it back to the point. Send across. Davis comes away with it. Chips it up to Dunnigan. They couldn't come away with it. Martin to Dunnigan, and puck's going to come back deep. Martin sends it around to Davis. Davis chips it, sends it out to Gilberta. Gilberta looking to send it deep. It's on net. Goalie sends it wide. Davis has the puck. Puck sent across. Dunnigan unable to get that one. Davis chips it up. Couldn't get there, though. Puck loose at the faceoff dot. Davis able to pick it off. No shot. Shot went wide. Dunnigan shovel passing, trying to get it out. Goes wide, and Gilberta's going to be there to put pressure. Puck coming back across. Davis sends it up to Gilberta before getting off. Gilberta battling. Evan Davis now pinching up. Shot loose in front. Gilberta gets a stick in, but they're going to call it dead. Crochet, Johnson. Sorry, Crochet, Marsh, and Zapancic. Crochet at center. Posner, Evan Davis, on defense. Puck comes back up to Evan Davis. Evan Davis winds up, shot off the pads. Marsh almost got a shot off there. Bad pass through the center. Marsh picks it off. Crochet and Marsh now. Marsh couldn't get it, sends it deep. And Crochet's going to get to work. Martin with a hard hit. Sorry, Zapancic with a hard hit along the boards. Posner. Good hit. Zapancic has it now. Couldn't get out of the zone. Comes out now. It's Crochet by himself. Crochet sends it across to Zapancic, but picked off and sent deep. No icing. 6:02 remaining in the game. Posner sends it back out to Miller. Miller sends it along the boards. Gets it out of the zone. No one there. Johnson, Swanson, and Jennings. Shot off the legs of Posner. Jennings trying to get shot. Jennings trying to get it cleared. Picked off. And Posner's going to bring it up. Kicks it up to himself and sends it deep. Johnson's going to get there first. Comes away with it. Puck back out. Defenseman couldn't pinch up in time, and that should be an icing, and it will be. Puck's going to come on back into the Gales' defensive zone. Gilberta, Davis, Dunnigan with Martin and Miller on defense. Davison for the face-off. Gilberta comes away with a shot off the pads. Puck still loose. Puck comes back around to Miller able to keep it in. Shoveled across the other side. We'll break out the other direction. Knights send it deep on net and covered. Have not seen Baldy return. And at this point, don't expect him the rest of the game. 4:49 remaining. Knights win the face-off. Shot. Glove. Kelly. Shot. Cover. Kelly. Fresh legs coming in. Marsh. Crochet. And Zapancic. Martin and Miller. Marsh in for the face-off. 4:38 remaining. Shot deflected wide by Miller. Miller deflects it across out to Martin. Martin shovels it up. Sent out to Marsh. He does get there. Out to Zapancic. Zapancic sends it to Marsh. Puck's going to go head back deep into the corner. Puck out into the neutral zone. Kelly stopping the puck for defense. Puck comes back out to Zapancic. Zapancic takes a hit. Marsh returns the favor. Martin brings it up through the neutral zone. He's got speed. They're going to say offsides. Slash, actually. Looks like Gales are going to go on the power play. They're arguing with the ref. Just never a good idea. Tritton in for the face-off. Tritton Jennings. Martin sends it out to Miller. Miller with a shot. Deflected. Jennings fighting for position. No, couldn't hold on to it, and it's going to get cleared. Jennings back behind the goal line. Sends it across. Martin got poke checked. Sends it back across to the defense. Miller up to Jennings. Jennings bringing it through the neutral zone. Brings it himself. Sends it deep to Tritton. And Swanson in now. Evan Davis in on defense. Puck sent out. Cleared. Kelly holding the puck back behind the net. 38 seconds remaining in the in the power play. 2:57 in the period. Evan Davis looking for a passing lane. Drops it back to Miller. Miller walks it up himself. Miller sends it deep back behind the goal line. Tritton trying to chip it around to the other forward. No one there. And puck's going to get cleared. 13 seconds remaining. Kelly sends it up to Miller. Miller trying to send it back to himself, but there's a turnover. Shot and deflected wide. Colin Davison now. The hard hit in the corner. And we're back to 5-on-5 play. No icing. Schuberta sends it back out to O'Hara. O'Hara trying to get it to Schuberta. Turned over. Goal. (2-0) AHU Knights. .201 remaining. Shot. Kelly sends it wide. Shot again. Goal. .150 remaining in the third period. Crochet, Marsh, Spancic, Martin, and Davis. Puck chip back out to Marsh. Spancic trying to chip it in the zone. It's clean zone entry. Brought back the other direction to Spancic, trying to get a stick on it. Evan Davis able to poke check it, trying to get it cleared, couldn't. Shot. Kelly sends it wide. Martin able to come away with it. He's going to take it himself. If the boys rush, they got a 3-on-2. Martin sends it across to the center to Spancic, but picked off in transit. Posner brings it back behind the goal line. 1 minute left. Posner's going to bring it up himself. .44 seconds remaining. Boucher couldn't field it. Posner sends it back out, picked up at the blue line, brought back through the neutral zone. Kept in. Chipped up, picked off. O'Hara, we got a 2-on-1. O'Hara and Cash Johnson, 20 seconds remaining. Shot, deflected wide. Cash Johnson. Loose in front. Rebound. Shot still loose. Johnson with another shot. Johnson trying to work around, but couldn't come away with it. 3 seconds, and that is game. All right, folks, that'll do it for game 1, round robin play. Next game will be at 8:55 p.m. Pacific time against the Capital Thunder. Have a good afternoon, and we'll see you this evening.